On immigration, we will build the wall, and we will put an end to illegal immigration and stop the drugs from pouring into our country.
Well, that was President-elect Donald Trump in Des Moines, Iowa, just a short time ago, promising to tackle the issue of illegal immigration. It comes as a manhunt is underway for a dangerous illegal immigrant accused of killing 2 women in Kentucky in a hit-and-run crash. Authorities say he had been deported 8 times, and he even told border agents that he'd repeatedly crossed into Texas by wading and rafting across the Rio Grande River. Joining us now, Laura Wilkerson. Her son Josh was killed by an illegal immigrant in 2010. She is chair of Enforce the Law, which is an organization that is helping to end sanctuary cities. Laura, thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you for having me.
What goes through your mind as a mother who lost her son in a similar fashion to an illegal immigrant, and now hear about these 2 women in Kentucky killed by an illegal immigrant who was sent out of the country multiple times?
I'm just enraged about it, at how many times during his events could this have been prevented. I mean, not the first time, not the second, but 8 times deported. It tells you what a rap sheet that he must have to be deported 8 times and to be able to walk right back in the country.
And I want to talk about the man responsible for killing your son. He's the confessed killer, Hermilo Morales. He was brought here by also illegal parents when he was 10. He was 19 when he killed your son. Makes him eligible for Dreamer status. Now, Donald Trump has eased his stance on Dreamers, promising, quote, "We're going to work something out." You have supported Donald Trump and his efforts here. What do you make of his softened stance there and his words?
I have supported Donald Trump, and I continue to do that. I believe that he will do what he says he can do. I know that we have to build the wall first. You can't really assess who's here until you stop the leak, stop the flow of people coming across that border. It's just wide open, and people are in and out at different times, just like this story can tell you, 8 times deported. But I believe he'll do what he says he can do, and it's time to just keep pushing, and now's a perfect time for him to do what he says he would do, which is build a wall, enforce law, and get out the illegals who are here committing crimes.
And I know this is something that you obviously you pour so much thought into on a daily basis, and you've got this effort, enforce the law, but this is built up over around 3 specific pledges on the president-elect's plans. I go back to the idea that some say he's softening his stance here and talking about that it's not going to be a solid wall. What do you make when you hear all of that?
I think that he will build the wall. I don't know that I think he's softening. I think that now is a perfect time to push, 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 and get what we need done. I think it's the time that we start over in how we're pushing to get things done.
And is the wall the answer?
The wall is definitely the answer. You can't mop up what's here until you stop the leak. It doesn't make any sense to me to try to assess what's here, who goes or who stays before you stop that border.
I've got to leave
this family.
I've got to leave it there, but before you go, Rahm Emanuel in the city of Chicago, promising to protect those in his city with the sanctuary status of that city. Your thoughts and any message you have to a mayor of a city who's seeing so much turmoil?
Yes, I hope to visit his city someday and tell his citizens there just exactly what happened to Josh. And do they want Joshua's killer to come and live in their neighborhood? Because that's what he's advocating for. You know, welcome criminal element to our city, will give you a pass. Do they want the guy that killed Josh and was proud of it to come live next door to them?
Well, we are sorry for the loss of your son. This is another tragic story, and it is an issue that you continue to shine light on. Laura, thank you for being here tonight.